Hello and welcome for a final time on this day one of the Tree Finance EuroHockey Championship from Boom on the outskirts of the Diamond City of Antwerp. And what a diamond fixture we've got to bring down the curtain here. Well, it's been a truly sparkling day of hockey already. That tournament that promises so much and so far has delivered. This action comes from men's Pool A and pits together the Olympic champions from 12 months ago, Germany, who also come here to defend their European crown against the home team, the team that have made such giant strides in recent years, Belgium's Red Lions. Germany ranked 1 and Belgium 9 would suggest an easy win for the holders, but no one takes Belgium for granted these days. And no doubt buoyed by this capacity or near capacity crowd that I believe includes the newly crowned King Philip of Belgium. The anthem then of Germany, generously greeted here by this large and enthusiastic Belgian crowd. Here is something rather special. Well, fair play, that was a terrific effort. We heard the girls doing it earlier on, and I didn't for a moment suspect that the men would do the same, but a rousing reception here for the Belgians, who now introduce the King and young Prince Gabriel to the teams, and listen to that roar here. What a wonderful reception for a newly crowned King. And he comes from a hockey background, his young son out there with him, a member of the White Star club in Brussels. Maurice Verster, Germany's experienced captain, comes forward to meet the King of the Belgians and will now lead him along that German line. Well, this is a stage worthy of a Royal Command performance, and what an opening fixture for the Belgian men's team. And emotions are sure to be running high down there, but a really classy beginning with that unaccompanied version of the anthem, and my goodness, did they sing it with some gusto. Well, sitting alongside me has been for most of the day today Simon Mason. Simon, this is a wonderful game to bring down the curtain on what has proved to be a splendid opening day of these championships.
It's been an epic day, hasn't it? All the performances have been outstanding, and this game, it's a who's who of top-level players down the German lineup, and with the Belgium recent form taking them forwards and up the world rankings, and a capacity crowd, you could not ask for more.
It's hard to believe this is the opening day. The atmosphere here feels like a finals day.
It does indeed. We've been to finals days where the atmosphere's not been as good as this, and it's been outstanding. The turnout and the support from the Belgian spectators in this amazing stand at the largest temporary venue in Belgium, we've been told, which has been built. It's just incredible.
And what a moment for these Belgian players to be introduced to their king. Marc Coudron, the president of the Belgian Hockey Federation, has done so much to bring on this game of hockey here in Belgium. And, well, he has a lot of admirers, and I have to say I'm one of them. Marijke Fleuren there in the white coat, the president of the European Hockey Federation. And Stefan Abel from Germany as well. The two match umpires, let's not forget them. John Wright from South Africa and Jeffrey Conn from Ireland. There's tall Jeff there, and he'll have that packed grandstand behind him. He'll do well to make his whistle heard. And the very experienced there, John Wright, one of the neutral umpires. Well, they're all neutral, but you know what I mean. One of the non-European umpires in these championships.
On a battu que pendant la préparation parce que notre job on l'a là dans la tête, non? Ok? Alors la première minute à la dernière, ça va le faire. On va se battre l'un pour l'autre. On se dégonce dans les mètres, on va marquer des buts. Ok?
Well, it's important, of course it's important the Belgians are pumped up for this one. It's equally important they're not too pumped up. They don't want to fluff their lines here. The girls found it quite hard in the early stages of their game and didn't really get to grips until they got the goal that their game needed. Then it all fell into place very nicely. But this is a very talented opponent the Belgian men's team are facing here, and if they take their eye off the ball, they could spoil this Belgian party.
Indeed, and the German team certainly know how to do that. If the Belgians freeze recently in the World League semi-finals, the Germans were faced with a Malaysian side at home who had all the kind of support we see here, and it really didn't work for the Malaysians. They've frozen. The Germans put in 6 goals in the opening 17 minutes.
Well, huge roar before the start of this game, and I expect that noise level to continue pretty much throughout. The hosts have invested heavily in the infrastructure, and the crowd have come. The old adage, build it and they'll come, has proved to be very much on the money here. Belgians have built it, and they've built a very fine stadium capable of housing 8,300. 1 or 2 empty blocks behind the goal away to my right-hand side. The Belgian net at the moment, but that's about all. Standing area away to my left looks fairly rammed, as is the main grandstand on the far side. And out of our camera shot on this side, again, a healthy crowd. So, terrific atmosphere. And there's some big game players out there, including the guy playing the ball there forward for Germany, Thilo Strelkowski.
And if his pass had been just a metre the other way, Korn had overlapped up the left-hand side and would have been right in the head of the circle. So the Belgian tracking back from the front line is going to have to be very sharp.
Now Arthur van Doren for Xavi Reckinger. Good pace about the early exchanges. Here goes Florian Fuchs. He's impeded there, gets the free hit. Forster, Germany's captain, so experienced.
And talking about the noise, Nick, right in before the first ball had been pushed back, he was turning round and in a universal signal for chatting and increased the volume, so the hands were up, showing his team that he needed to hear them, they needed to be loud.
I'm getting a Belgian wave going early here, just adding to the crescendo. Well, if you can't play under these circumstances, you can't play anywhere. And the top players will feed off this rather special atmosphere. And Belgium with some defending to be done here as Germany come forward powerfully. their first job to keep the crowd quiet. And nothing will do that more than an early German goal. Now, Dunea, tall, elegant player. Reckinger.
Clever leave in central midfield from Tom Boone, leading back from a strike position into a central midfield, leaving it from Simon Gunnard, who was behind him.
It's okay, it's okay.
Ball out of play on the far side, sideline ball for Belgium, taking it quickly here. Coming forward, looking for something here. Germany scrambling and forced to concede the first penalty corner of the game. The umpire saying it's come off a foot. I don't think Germany are in agreement, and they're looking for a very, very early referral here. Germany saying that the ball was taken clean. Jeff Conn, who was right in the thick of things there.
Yeah, and Förster was back immediately to ask his players what had happened.
Hutchinson is a video umpire. Let's see if we can hear the question.
Can you hear me, Colin? We can't hear you. Can you hear him, Martin?
Few communication problems. I have to say it's hardly surprising we can't hear each other.
I've given a corner for a defender's foot. Just here when the ball was played across, they said there's no foot in the Germans. Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Jeffrey Conn talking to fellow Irishman. Colin Hutchinson saying he's seen a foot.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's the handle of the stick as that comes across. Simon Gunnard powering it across, but it comes through between the feet, I think, of Pitt Arnold, and it comes off the grip of his stick, it looks like to me.
Well, the crowd have made their mind up that they want this to be a corner. They're looking at the replays on the big screen. Colin Hutchinson continues to look closely at events here. Remember, the umpire's already given the penalty corner, so Colin has to be convinced that that is the wrong call.
Hear me?
And here comes the decision.
I have a decision for you. There is no foot.
There is no foot, so the decision will be reversed, and we'll restart with a bully. Well, the Germans were so quick to go to the referral there so early in the game. I was sure that they have got it right. They're so experienced now with this this rule, this option.
Everybody away.
Yellow shoes seem to be the order of the day.
Great change of direction from Fuchs through midfield. Left then right to create space for himself and then go down the touchline.
So the crowd frustrated. They thought that the Belgian team had won the first penalty corner there. They'll have to wait a little longer. A really bright opening to this one. This promises to be one of the games of the day, possibly even one of the games of the tournament. Mark Lammers there, the head coach of Belgium, a Dutch national, of course, says that he won't be in charge of an international team after Rio, now 3 years away. My goodness, he'll miss it, and the international game will miss him as well, but he's been around the top for 20 years now. He feels enough's enough. They're doing a really good job here. Frustrated, perhaps, not to have picked up the job in charge of the Dutch team when it became available, but using his skills both as a coach and a communicator here in Belgium, and to very good effect as well. Good bit of headhunting that by the Belgians. They're cute, these Belgians, I can assure you.
I was lucky enough to hear Mark Lammers speak, and his attention to detail, and as you've said, his communication skills, outstanding to get the most out of everybody.
Heine throwing a monstrously long aerial over the top, causing problems for the Belgian defence. Jan-Philippe Robenta plays the ball back for Benedict Furk. Free hit Germany, taken very quickly. Furk again, drilled in, oh, smart save, but it's gone through, and Germany have the lead that they so wanted here. I thought the goalkeeper had done enough to keep it out initially, but somehow it's spun past them and into the goal, and Germany have the lead. Let's watch it again here.
Yeah, the speed of the free hit from Furk in the first instance, and then the ball's bobbled up, but come up well off the stick of Mats Grambusch. Vincent van Asch in the goal, nearly doing enough, but his left-hand pad bringing the ball down onto the inside of his right foot there, bobbling inside the near post.
Well, really unfortunate, but you can tell from the volumes what a difference it's made to the game. That's exactly what Germany need to get on top of this crowd. So Mats Grambusch opens his European Championship account here. So first blood for Germany, and here comes the goal scorer again, looking for a second here. Marcus Weiss there, the German coach, hugely experienced. And he'll enjoy every moment of this one. He won't enjoy that though, because Germany have picked up a green card here. A long run across the field for Chris Wesley.
Off your body. Right here, guys, please, right here, yeah? Guys, please.
Having a seat
So Wesley
there.
sits it out. A 2-minute suspension for him.
Was indeed a little bit of indiscipline when the ball was rolling away, didn't take note of the umpire's fierce blast on the whistle.
After that setback, important now for the Belgians to get some possession, get some movement going themselves. Forster drifts off the right touchline and brings the ball infield. Felix Denayer with him.
Great support from Robente leading down the right-hand side. First, he just checked the pace of the ball to allow Robente to get past him. Robente making a 60-yard support run.
Forster trying to force a way through again there, but the door is closed by Felix Denayer. Well, the Belgians have got a reputation for their noisy support, and my goodness, they're not letting anyone down with it at the moment. Trying to lift their team through a bit of a sticky patch here. Van Strijdonk. Just held up there by a wall of white shirts.
And one feels that Van Strijdonk should have got out of that bottom corner a little bit quicker and looked back to his midfield.
Come on, guys, get on it, please.
So this is Martin Heine. Throws it high. Loic Leipart did well there. Looked awkward as it came down on his stick. Denayer, first all over him. Showing great composure on the ball there, but losing out now. Fuchs again. Forster patrolling this right-hand side. Robenta. Back for Forster. Well, that was a little while there from Linus Batt, and some defending to be done here. But getting back, covering up for his mistake. Ben Vess is there as well.
Well, it'll be really interesting to see if both teams can maintain this level of intensity, because this is definitely the most physical game that we've seen today. And it'll be one of the more physical games that we've seen for a long time in any competition.
What's that come off? It's come off a body this time. And Belgium will have the penalty corner, as you can probably hear.
No appeal from the Germans at all. It went through the first line of defence, hit the sliding player behind who was trying to get in to stop Simon Gunnard getting an easy touch towards goal. So made a mistake. Thomas Briels was diving in front of Jacobi in the German goal.
Well, Mark Lammers coming down the touchline, talking to his three players who's lined up waiting to come on. Nervous energy there from the Belgian coach. Now he'll know what's coming here. And Belgium certainly have some options. Tom Bone amongst them, and alongside him Loic Leipart.
Two outstanding corner flickers to have those two as a goalkeeper facing you.
Bone just shifting his position. He's going to take on the shot. Oh my goodness me! What a shot!
That was
that smoke coming off it, Simon.
Oh, the long drag, but the whip round Tom Bone's feet, high up to Jacobi's right hand. I'm not sure Jacobi even saw it. The speed of this.
What a strike by Bone. My goodness.
I think Jacobi's stick moves as the ball hits the net. Nowhere near it, unstoppable. Lineman wouldn't have even seen it anyway if he'd been there. But he's swatting flies standing on that goal line.
Well, I was watching the Dutch corner specialist, Mink van der Veerden. We'll see him during the course of this tournament playing against England the other day, and watching him flick the ball was awesome, but that was every bit as powerful. My goodness, and under pressure as well. 1-1, game on again.
Well, the acceleration, you saw him pick it up, and then all of a sudden there was almost a second movement with the ball on the end of Tom Boone's stick that just created the extra little bit of pace.
Well, it just leaves you in awe of the talent and the work that's gone into that. Ball shelled in, it was shelled in high, so it'll be a hit out here to the defence. John Doman in the action. Remember Doman breaking on the international scene as a youngster a few years back, and reckoned then he was a special talent. He's most certainly that. As is the goal scorer there, Tom Bone, still only 23 years of age. Doman 2 years his senior. Well, this is the most physical game we've seen, but it's also the most engaging as well. Terrific game of hockey in prospect here.
Well, the sheer speed of the interchanges, Nick, are outstanding. The pace of the guys running up and down is epic, and the ball speed. The last pass we saw, the slap pass through the midfield, was just incredible.
It's another lovely ball forward. This is Bone again on the reverse stick side. Winds up, shoots. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper. And what's that come off? It's found the foot again. The umpire's allowing play to go on. Now he goes back to the penalty corner.
And the crowd absolutely love it. Every moment, every touch and every save is cheered. Tom Boone created an extra yard of space for himself to fire off that reverse. Amazing save by Jacobi. In the end, it's a scramble with his right foot on this ball here, and the ball lifted up is why the corner's been given.
Well, the Belgians are enjoying a really good spell here. Bone testing the goalkeeper, bringing the best out of the goalkeeper with a spectacular reverse stick shot. But now he's got another penalty corner. We know what he did with this set piece last time.
Here we go, please.
Nicolas Jacobi just pulling on the helmet. Be hoping for something a little less dramatic this time, facing him. Bone again. Oh, I say! This time he goes low. And Belgium have turned this one around from a 1-goal deficit. They lead here against the champions of Europe by 2-1. And with this man in this sort of form, who can say what they're capable of here?
It's the secondary movement that does the goalkeeper. He pulls it into his feet, looking towards the goalkeeper's left, and then the last-minute whip. The pace is virtually unstoppable anyway, but then with the disguise as well, just makes it an incredible execution of set-piece skill.
Well, I hope someone will set the video at home, because this is going to be one to watch over and over again, the way it's shaping up so far. Crowd trying to convince the umpires another corner. There is now. My goodness, what are we watching here? Something just a little bit special.
Well, you got a collision on the edge of the circle.
Done there. Sheer pace and very accurately placed as well. Well, 2 from 2.
However,
it won't be something different this time.
Yeah, it won't be a hat-trick though. He's not on
the pitch. I tell you what, it wasn't a bad replacement there. And a very good save indeed there. Just a little bit too close to the goalkeeper.
It was a very good right-hand save from Jacobi, diving away. Good propulsion off his left foot. Big right-hand pad in the way.
Long corner, please.
Well, with Tom Bone in this sort of form, it must be very hard to keep him off the pitch. Particularly with Belgium coming forward and looking likely to win more corners. Belgium trying to work their way along that German baseline. That's a long corner, says Jeff Conn. We've talked about the players enjoying this atmosphere. The 2 umpires will be enjoying it as well, Simon. This must feel like a final.
It must do. There can be no other feeling. You've got a full house at home with the home team playing. Every decision hotly contested and meaning something.
It's like a coliseum down there at the moment. The crowd baying for Belgium to inflict further damage on this German side. And any ordinary opponent would have rolled over here and be unable to resist the Belgians, but Germany are a quality outfit, and they'll just try and weather the storm here. There was that save from Jacobi diving away to his right-hand side.
Belgium want to get every ball in play really, really quickly. They want to maintain the pace and the intensity. You can see how fast they want to play.
And it won't be a surprise to you, Simon, that Tom Bone is warming up, well, not warming up exactly, but just stretching off down in front of the team bench, and will be shortly back in the fray. And here come Belgium again.
It's wild from De Keyser. Yeah, wild from De Keyser, but managing to nearly get something on the goal.
Well, what a passage of play this has been for the Belgians. Vest didn't want the whistle then, finding himself in space. Ben Vest out on this right-hand side. That time he didn't go for the ball, but he wishes he did now.
Yeah, Christopher Wesley with a lovely little leave through midfield. Knew Benny Vest was leading up the right, but he just checked his run. A little bit frustrated with umpire John Wright.
Looking at big wind up there. Martin Heine. Now Doman. Oh, my goodness, the goalkeeper had to react quickly there. Very nearly beaten. Reflection just ahead of him there. Big goalkeeper dropped down, just got the ball clear.
Yeah, got down very well to his right-hand side. It was not a despairing touch, but Van Ormel just basically threw his stick at the ball to try and get a touch around goalkeeper Jacobi, who was totally alert, but could easily have been done. That's a great, delicate little touch from both player and keeper.
Mark Lammers just having a word with Loic Leipart. Forster, his experience will be vital to Germany now.
At the moment, Belgium in defence seem to be able to get two men to the ball at all times, working incredibly hard to provide support, make sure that nobody is isolated.
Ruckinger. Martin Heine, if the name and the look is familiar to you watching in England, it should be. Martin Heine played for a while with East Grinstead during a really good spell for East Grinstead as well, and made many friends, I know, throughout the English game. Germany coming powerfully forward again, and well, good cover there for Belgium, but Germany still have the ball. Lovely ball, crossfield now for Butt. Lovely skills, silky skills indeed on the ball. Belgium in trouble here, and well, a shot rattles the outside of the cage from Florian Fuchs there. Might have done a little more.
Well, that's great individual skill to get through that many defenders around, and then it's just the outside of the metalwork frame of the goal that stops it going in. Goalkeeper Van Asch left sprawling.
Good pace about this Belgian attack again, though, here. Oh, my goodness. It was Tom Bone again. Obviously fancies his chances for the first half hat-trick here.
Well,
and again, great connection on the ball.
Yeah, sorry, Nick. Heine just gave a tiny little gentle nudge in the back that put Boone slightly off his stride, meaning that he just knocked it wide of that upright. But I reckon about 20 people behind the goal ducked as that crashed into the back fence at pace.
I think you're right. And about 450 wished they'd ducked, probably. Well, there's about 12 minutes left of a first half that I don't want to see ending here. Really has taken these splendid championships onto a completely different level. We've seen something really rather special from both sides. Now, Butt. This goes to show that great crowds produce great hockey. But Bone rather taking a bit of a buffeting, but he's a big, strong boy. There's Doman. A little unlucky there, ball just bouncing up off his own stick into the body. That had fallen more kindly into his stride pattern. That could well have been a third goal.
Yeah, I think it was a fortunate German touch in front of him that played the ball down into the turf. But what an interchange between Bone and Gunnar, to then Gunnar to see the ball floated off the end of his stick into the circle.
Well, I think I'm going to need a cold shower and a rub down with Sporting Life at half-time, Sam. This has been pulsating stuff. The end of a long day. It needed to be an exciting game to bring us to the conclusion of a 6-game day here. But this has been something quite incredible.
Well, there's games that are a privilege to talk through, and this is very much going into that catalogue. Right from the first whistle, both teams willing to come out and play as hard and as fast as they could and not disappointed anybody at all.
But through the legs there of Martin Heine. He looks a little disgusted at himself for not picking that ball up. Fairly routine pass to him. Might have taken a little bit of a hop off the turf, but I'm sure his father would have told him that we used to play the game on grass. Oh, that's a great slide. Oh, wonderfully done. As that come off, it's found the foot a metre or so inside the circle. Well, you won't need me to tell you that the Belgians will another penalty corner.
And that goes down as one of the best pieces of skill we've seen, not only all day, but probably all season. Sliding interception, sees enough of the ball to stop it, dings it over the German stick and then drives into the circle to win a corner. What a passage of individual talent.
Germany using up every one of the 45 seconds allowed to them here. Tom Bone looking to keep his 100% record at the set pieces going. Oh, he wasn't far away. There was a late change at the top of the circle, just changing the angle. A little bit too much through this one, over the top of the bar.
Yeah, in the slow-mo, you could just see the hands open as he tried to go round from right to left to deliver the shot. He just opened his bottom hand up, which the face of the stick then becoming open and lifting the ball a little bit too far, putting it over the crossbar, but it still had devastating pace.
Strelkowski feeds it on, but out of the reach there of Jan-Philipp Robenta. Bone is off again and just admonishes himself there for missing the target. At least he's proved he is human. No deflection there. Mats Grambusch just checking with John Wright that he didn't want to change his mind. Leipart plays it forward. A wrecking gap for Denayer now. Important for Belgium, I feel, that they keep this lead going into the interval. Doman plays the ball, and again there's an instant strike going towards that German goal. Difficult skill again.
And it's the same player, De Keyser, who's doing the same kind of skill. The ball floats in, not afraid to throw himself in front of the defender to try and change the path of that cross, get something onto Jacobi's goal.
Well, Marcus Weiser knows his team are in a real war here. Strelkowski. Oh, it's a lovely ball from Heine. A chance here for Germany on the left-hand side. Shot flashed across, and my goodness, that was very close. Wesley arriving on the scene late. Very close. Any sort of connection would have been good enough there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful overhead pass, taken down in stride, out onto the backhand. The ball, of course, Wesley knows that he should have gone full length. If he had done, his stick was on the turf, that was an open goal.
Denayer sweeps the ball forward again. Florent Van Obel tries to take the ball into the circle. Free hit for Belgium. Wide on their attacking left. Just under 6 minutes left in the first half here. Germany 1, Belgium 2. Remember, Germany took the lead. Seems like an eternity ago now. We're watching two sides here, both well capable of making it onto the highest podium a week tomorrow.
Well, down below us, we can see the players coming off onto the benches, and both sides, the players coming off having given absolutely everything in this first 30 minutes. The physiologists, the physiotherapists are going to be working really hard to get the heart rates down, get some fluid into them so they can get back in and keep performing at this level.
I think I need someone to get my heart rate down. Such has been the excitement of this first half an hour or so here. It can Belgium a goal! It had to be a goal. And it came off the Belgian body in the end when a goal seemed to be an absolute certainty here.
Yeah, there's a tiny little lift. I think it comes up off Jacobi just slightly, lifting it into the body of your own Trians.
Well, the Belgian captain there almost getting his name on the goal scorer's sheet. Forster. Well, 2 years ago when the European Championships were held in Mönchengladbach, it was the Germans, of course, who had the home advantage. But I'm not sure they've ever generated this sort of noisy support.
No, that stadium in Mönchengladbach holding roughly the same number of people, but never have I been there and experienced this kind of atmosphere.
And, well, that's a rather soft penalty corner conceded. The Belgians won't be concerned about the softness of it, though. It's another opportunity. I don't think Bone is on the pitch here, so it's going to need to be another option.
Well, if you look at the class of save that Jacobi had to take from De Keyser earlier on, you've then got Luc Leipart, who's fantastic at delivering flicks from the edge of the circle. They can get their breath back between them. Absolutely capable of putting another notch on their score sheet.
Well, this could be another big moment in the game with just about 3 minutes left in the first half. This for a 3-1 lead. A tentative there, but it's played onto the foot there of Martin Haynes. It'll be another corner.
I think it was a deliberate move from right to left. The castle's changed. You see here, dragged underneath the body to try and deliver it for the tip-in. Number 17, Thomas Briel's on the penalty spot.
Mark Lamb is desperate to get Tom Bone back into the action here, but Bone has to wait patiently near the halfway line for his moment. And his mantle passed over here. Out it comes. Good block by the goalkeeper. Rebound comes in, and Germany have the free hit. Well organised defence around the goalkeeper there. And here comes Germany on the break. Quick transfer here could play the Belgians into trouble, but it's a rather loose pass. Disappointing final outcome there.
You see the goalkeeper saving very well down onto the floor. The ball was going straight down the middle between his feet, and Jacobi having to collapse upon it. The free hit then, ball swished, air shot.
I would venture to suggest, Simon, if that ball had been played with the pace of Tom Bone, he wouldn't have got his feet together in time.
Not a chance. It would have been in hitting the backboard and coming back and hitting him between the shoulder blades on the floor. But on the other side, the German counter-attack was outstanding. But the commitment to defence from the Belgians, at one point Germany were 3-on-2 into the Belgian 25-yard area. But by the time they got the pass in, there were 5 more Belgian defenders who'd made it back the length of the pitch.
And prize for optimism to umpire John Wright, who was just suggesting to Marcus Weiser that he just calms himself down a little bit. Ball played it across the Belgian defence, and Leipart whips it clear. Well, that was dangerous there. And the Belgians certainly don't want to concede a late goal to the Germans here and learn to go in at half-time on level terms. Arnold. Korn. I haven't seen much of Oliver Korn in the first half here. That'll be a situation that Germany will look to address in the second period. Another big game player. Seen plenty of him now, mind you. That's a poor pass. And Hainer there showing his frustration, the lack of quality in the ball played to him. It'll be the last action of the first half here. And what a first half it's been. Germany taking the lead. And Belgium anxious not to disappoint their large and vociferous crowd here. Worked the way back in 2 moments of pure magic from Tom Bone from penalty corners. Have turned it around though, and Belgium will take a narrow lead into the half-time interval with them. What is first there, the German skipper just toweling down as he makes his way across. But what a first half, and the prospect of the second half, a mouth-watering one. So confirmation of that half-time scoreline here. Germany 1, Belgium 2. Grambusch for Germany, Tom Bone 2 for Belgium.
Hi, John. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Colin. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jeff. That's very clear. Thanks.
Can you hear John, yeah?
Yeah, John's clear as well.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
Hi, this is Simon at half-time of the game between Belgium and Germany. Okay, so at half-time what we've had people coming out and firing some T-shirts and some bags into the crowd. Teams haven't come back out from their changing rooms as they finish the watering cycle.
And I don't blame them with the water cannons doing their job here. Some of the spray just catching on the breeze, giving a few people an unwanted shark.
Yeah, so the crowd, fantastic, have stayed in their seats all the way through half-time. Nobody going out to grab a cheeky half-time beer. They don't want to miss a moment when this game restarts.
There we have the man of the moment, Tom Bone. 2 from 3 so far, his corner record. Belgium's been a little unfortunate. There have been a couple that they've won while they've been off the field. And Belgium will be disappointed they've not got a larger lead at half-time. They really did turn on the power play almost from the moment they went behind. That was always going to be a great test of their character. And they have really responded very positively indeed. Here come the Germans. Well, they've been pleased to got away from the wall of noise here, I'm sure, for a few quiet, collected moments together. Real party going over there, over there in the stands. Well, there's some great character in that German side, and they're going to be tested in the second half. So Belgium with the narrowest of leads at half-time. Game being played out, remember, in front of the Belgian king there, in the rather smart blue blazer, sitting alongside equally smart Prince Gabriel. Real test of that man. Maurice Furser, we know him to be a wonderful leader and inspirer of teams and of individuals, and he's got a big job to do here.
It would not surprise me to see the Germans step out into some kind of full press, throwing their midfield players forward to create a front four. They've done it in the past when they've been behind and tried to influence something. I'm pretty sure they won't want to just sit back and wait and trust that something will happen for them. They're going to want to try and make it happen themselves.
German sections of the crowd trying to make themselves heard as well. Good luck to them is all I can say. Heavily outnumbered and outshouted. Now Heine. Nothing really has changed though for Germany. It's exactly as they were at the start of the first half. If they can get the first goal here and silence the crowd, it's all on for them. They've got a real chance here. Ball bouncing around. It's finished in the net, but the whistle's already gone from the Irish umpire, Jeff Conn.
Yeah, I think there's two moments here. I think there's a back stick as the ball comes into the circle here. First touch from Graham, which is good, but then he back sticks it with the head of his stick because he hasn't contacted first time. An immediate decision from Jeff Conn.
Good umpire, Jeffrey Conn. Another mountainous aerial thrown forward.
I know we've criticised teams in the past, Nick, for just throwing meaningless aerials forward and turning possession over, but it's been used very, very specifically and wisely during the course of this game into spaces and onto players' sticks. That last one would have been right in the path of John Doman if it hadn't been taken in front of him.
Well, in the right hands, it's a very potent weapon, and of course, if it's played with affection, it's virtually unanswerable by the defence. Now, Forster. Leipart coming forward powerfully. Here's Bone. We know what he can do. Goes into the circle and taken from behind there by Ben Vess, I think. And Vess has picked up the card as well for his trouble. A 5-minute suspension. So double jeopardy here for Germany. Belgium have a penalty corner, and the influential Ben Vess will be missing for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, and he was nowhere near the ball. We see a replay of the corners from Boone earlier on in the game that were unstoppable. Is he now going to put a third, his hat-trick ball, to the back of this German net?
Well, I'm sure one of the topics of conversation in the German dressing room will have been not giving away penalty corners, but it's not the start they were looking for here. Out it goes, Bone. Well, good save by the goalkeeper. The ball goes into orbit and lands, fortunately, in one of those unoccupied sections of the grandstand behind that net. Not many of those. Lovely skills on the ball. Belgians almost having too many players around the ball there, crowding each other out. Now Fuchs sets off on a run on the left-hand side. The stick held just in the left hand.
What I'm sure we'll see on a replay in a moment is a very smart German defence that allows Jacobi to hold a different position. Germany put two men behind the goalkeeper, down low, protecting the low flick, enabling the goalkeeper to stand up straight, get his hands high in the air to just control a different space, anticipating Boone going for that hat-trick goal.
Alex de Sadler plays the ball back for Van Doorn. Leipart powers it in. Linus Butt almost caught in possession there in his own circle by Tom Bone again.
Here we see the defensive corner. Two people on the line, down low, enabling Jacobi to step forward with his hands up high.
And how will Belgium counter that, Simon?
I'd assume they'll probably change the casters and change the angles, but with the way that Boone flicked his first two, I think you go across to the other side of the goalkeeper, go to the right-hand cast and then look to go to the goalkeeper's left hand.
Doman just taking a little bit of the tempo out of the game. A little bit casual there from Arthur Van Doorn. Furk. Doman. The ball quickly in for Bone. Came off the back of the German stick there, and German defence getting caught there, rather suckered in. They're going to suggest to the umpire that they took the free, I think, within inside the 5-metre dotted line. Wallace First, who's a past master at these appeals. Done right listening, but not changing his mind. And they're not interested enough. They're not going to go for a video referral on this one.
Well, that's quite harsh on Linus, but he's back to where I think his heels are on the line, but his tackling hand is in front of that 5 yards.
Ben Vest there, bathed in sweat, still sitting it out there in the sin bin. And Germany missing him at the moment. Well, it's not in any coaching manual I've ever seen, but it worked quite nicely there for Nicholas Jacobi.
Did indeed. He got a horrible touch from a defensive runner, which is why Jacobi ended up saving it while sitting on his backside. He showed good awareness of where the ball is in the circle in front of him.
And for all their pressure in the corners that are now starting to mount, Belgium still only lead by 1 goal. And that'll be a cause for some concern, I suspect, in their camp. Germany will have a spell of their own at some point in this game. And Doman turning it on, into the circle it goes. Is there something here in open play? And Germany is saying the ball was both sides wanting a video referral here, I think. Belgium is saying it's come off a German leg. Martin Hainer listening in there, and
Colin, can you hear me? Yes,
John Wright is going to phone a friend here.
They're appealing for a foot. I didn't see anything, so I don't think you can help me out. Okay, I'll have a look. Yes.
So Colin Hutchison here. We'll have a look at the video replays.
Let's go back slightly further. The Germans were immediately appealing for lifted ball. Again, the rule is danger, not lift, so it's where it's hit him. We'll see something slightly closer there.
John, I have a decision for you. There is a foot penalty corner.
Thank you.
And that will not come as a surprise, I suspect, to the Germans. It's going to be a penalty corner. And if we can continue to make decisions at that sort of speed, this video referral will gain a few more friends. Germany still down to 10. It will be till the conclusion of this corner. Going low this time, and Jacobi doing well. And Germany on the break here. Oh, that was nicely read by Reckinger. Very reliable defender.
Yeah, poor choice from Germany, though, as they tried to get out from the back. The pass was just too long. If you're going to go 60 yards, you see on the replay a little bit of a bobble on the injection, which is why Tom Boone wasn't able to get it on the end of his stick and accelerate the ball as much as he has in the past.
Well, there's been some smart thinking in that German camp at the interval to negate the skills of Tom Boone. And no doubt, even as we speak, Mark Lammers will be looking just to change things a little bit in his setup to gain the upper hand again for his team. Now Wesley. Gunard. Not the best pass he's ever played.
Gunnar was in trouble right from the first moment. He picked the ball up, no real options, and was just driving right to left across the D, unable to deliver a meaningful pass.
Now this is Briel, just eased off it there by Arnold. Hit Arnold. Gunnar on for Thomas Briel again. Vicker. Belgians putting in a massive amount of leg work here. First, you're just trying to call the shots and put some clarity into this German game. He's doing so from off the field at the moment. Still playing every move in his head. Now he moves towards the halfway line to come back into the fray alongside Thilo Strelkowski.
Keep an eye in here, John.
And also Florian Fuchs. So a triple change in prospect here. Charlier waiting too for Belgium.
Okay.
But strokes it forward, but you always know when the Germans are a little bit off colour and their passes don't find their intended target. Really rattled by this Belgian game here. I would emphasise this game's got a long way still to run, and it's far from over. Lovely ball into the circle, shot comes in, had no real power on it. And Jacobi keeping his eye on the ball. Very positive goalkeeping coming from Nicolas Jacobi.
Taking responsibility for the area in front of him. Him and Linus Butt were getting in a little bit of a mess. Actually, in the end, saying that this is my responsibility to get rid of this ball. I'm going to clear it. The interchange that we see, driving the ball into the circle from Troyens. The foot was outside the D, so play allowed to carry on.
More running, more closing down being done here by the Belgians. Gunnar just knocking that one over the sideline, but punches one back into the defence for Arnold. Heine under pressure, and Brils dispossesses him here. Belgian mugging. Trolkowski back helping the defence, but not the best of passes out of defence I've ever seen there.
No, it wasn't, but it was absolutely crucial that he'd run back. The sort of midfield and forward defence you really need in a game of this magnitude. If he hadn't done, Gunnar was clean into the edge of the circle.
Well, we've not had the goals in the second half yet, Simon, but the quality is still very high indeed.
How these players maintain this intensity, I really don't know. It's amazing, not just the physicality of it, but how they're concentrating. The passes are reasonably sharp, first touches are good.
Whistle's gone, struggling to be heard here against this cacophony of noise. Germany trying to find a way back to get on terms here, just looking for their A game. It's still there available to them if they can find it. Heine, lovely ball forward, chance here, shot goes in, good goalkeeping. Stretch there by Van Asch on his left foot side, got the ball clear.
I had to play through it very aggressively because first his shot wasn't clean. His hit on the reverse is a bit of a duff shot, but Van Asch having to go through it to stop Fuchs getting a touch in front of him.
Germany seeing a little more of the ball than they have done of late. Seeing a bit too much of it there because Belgium should have cleared their lines and didn't. Ben Furk trying to force his way past that last line of Belgian defenders. Robenta, back for Heine. Heine can deliver this one with pace on it and does so. Unfortunately, he got rather underneath it as well.
He did it deep. That went in like a rocket underneath the ball. But watch this flying into the circle. It's a great touch from Hauke in front of Van Asch, but the ball had already been blown for being dangerous.
Germany enjoying their best spell by a distance in recent times here.
You said earlier on, Nick, that Germany would have a phase, and this might be the start of it. They're certainly capable of finding an extra gear when they need it. Belgium are going to have to find one to match it if they're going to maintain this lead.
Take it on the 16, okay? Thank you.
High ball over the top, but Germany have won it back again. Here's Thilo Strelkowski. He's not been able to make his physical and slightly awkward style pay off so far in this game, but his moment may still be to come.
From the lack of times we've mentioned any specific German names, is that individuals haven't really stepped up to the fore in this game consistently so far. Some of the Belgian players have put in exceptional performances. We mentioned time and time again, the Germans in this last 20 minutes are going to need a couple of their big game players to step forward and start to influence play through midfield, get a couple of chances up front.
We might be seeing a card here. No, we're not. Both players going to ground. Jeff Conn coming in from a distance, just having a word with both players there, I think. The game has not lacked commitment from either camp. From the first whistle to this moment, we're into the last 20 now. Marcus Weiser there, just a quiet word for Oscar Decker as he makes his way off the field. Got a bit of a break. Heine plays the ball forward for Florian Fuchs. Ollie Korn. Good early ball forward. And this is Fuchs down the right-hand side now for Germany. Well, we've admired some of the Belgium attacking play, but they've also got a very solid-looking defence at their disposal as well, and they may need it in the closing stages here. Strelkowski fires it back towards the penalty spot. One concern I do have, and it's something which is going to need answering, is whether the Belgians are in danger of running out of gas here. They invested so heavily with such a high-energy performance in the first half. How much is it taken out of them, I wonder?
Indeed, and how much the emotion of the evening has taken out of them. The legs can cope with so much, but if the brains also start to get tired because you've got over-involved in the atmosphere, this cauldron that's out there, all of a sudden with 10 minutes to go you have nothing left. It's like somebody pulled the plugs out of the bottom of your feet and the energy just drains out of you.
Keep working hard.
Communication down there on the field in this sort of noise, Sam, must be really difficult.
Incredibly difficult, and you have to change how you operate. Quite often a goalkeeper or a centre-back will influence two or maybe even all three lines in front of them, calling passes, calling movement. Now you need somebody in each line to take responsibility for what's going on in kind of a 10-15 metre box around them.
Bernard losing out there to Chris Vesley. Arnold with a high ball, cross field. Nicely taken down here. Germany coming forward, showing real intent here. They might be wondering whether they have weathered the Belgian storm. Heine. First, they're just trying to play a cheeky little ball through, but just got underneath it and played the ball into the body of the defender instead, and is rightly penalised for that.
Yeah, Zwicker made a very good overlapping run down the left-hand side. First, he was just trying to get enough lift to get it over the Belgian defender's stick in front of him. Just got under it a little bit as the ball accelerated away. He had to reach for it, which caused the lift.
Well, Marcus Weiss shouting. I'm not sure how much of it's being heard. He's got his generals out there to get the message through, I'm sure. That's good strength here by Germany. A chance here to get back on terms. The ball's bouncing around, and it's a penalty corner. And a green card as well there, produced very quickly to Xavi Reckinger.
Everyone feels it was the run-through from Hauke. Reckinger's just left his stick into the tackle to try and break down play a little bit. Ball in the end up off Van Asch, which is what's given the corner away because it was the danger. Umpire Jeff Conn very clearly seeing how Reckinger just tried to slow Hauke down illegally.
Good umpiring then, and a chance here for Germany. There's Xavi Reckinger down there, breathing heavily, as you can see.
Let's be ready, okay?
The suspension hasn't started because the clock is stopped at the moment. Out it comes. Shot goes in. Oh, it's wide of target. Martin Heine's shots. They needed that one on target. And Heine guilty there of perhaps just getting carried away with the power rather than direction.
At this stage of the game, you just have to get something on goal.
So play swings to the other end. Grambusch gave Germany that early lead. Seems an eternity away since that moment. Now Briels did ever so well to get the ball off Förster. Briels trying to find a way into the German circle. Förster's got himself back and makes amends from the error. Denayer powers the ball in. Heine meets it there.
Pelt Arnold was fortunate that he had his captain behind him because Briels was keeping him spinning on the spot.
Förster still driving forward, as is Grambusch and all the players around him. Inspirational captaincy. They're going to have to do without him though now, because he's replaced by Ollie Korn. Even leaders like Förster need little spells on the bench. Less than quarter an hour remaining now. No one leaving early, that's for sure.
Germany being forced to go all the way back, delivering passes from distance. Belgium need to get men on the line and the ball to the middle of the goal, deny spaces straight into the middle of the circle.
Well, I don't suppose Belgian hockey's seen too many days quite like this one. Both men's and women's teams playing to near capacity crowds. Royalty here as well. And two very good performances so far by the host nation. And this one, there's still some way to go. Has the makings of a result to be cherished.
There's a long way to go, and I'm sure there'll be a couple of twists and turns. The Germans will certainly start throwing men forward, probably in about 3.5 minutes time. They'll be looking to probably play a four-man high press. Belgium have just got to keep playing sensibly and not lose any sort of control. If they start picking up cards, they're really going to struggle.
The quick hands matching the quick feet. Ball played to the top of the circle. Belgium are back in numbers here. And taken quickly there by Wesley, and I can only assume not from the right place because the decision's now been reversed.
Yeah, I think they tried to take it fractionally inside that dotted line. That appears to me what Jeff Conn's blown it against, not happy. Wesley trying to take a little bit too much of an advantage.
Well, the two umpires have shown remarkable fortitude here. They've made themselves heard, they've communicated well with the players, and they've got all the big decisions right as well. And when they've needed help from the video umpire, they've asked for it and got it very quickly. So a well-controlled game, and a game of the highest possible calibre. Germany are breaking down the right.
Sorry, Sokowski down the middle of the pitch, sprinting 60 yards to provide a forward opportunity. They had no support. Belgium have got 6 men back.
Here, yeah. Yeah, just stay there, yeah.
Foerster's back into the action, has crept up towards the edge of the Belgian circle. I'm not sure he's been spotted. Tom Bones spotted him now and just calling players across to the unmarked German captain. A bit ragged. Germany's still in possession though. Play allowed to go on. That's what both teams have wanted throughout the game. German player just losing his footing there. The top might be just getting a little bit greasy here. 9:20 in the evening here in Belgium. A day that started with game 1, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now a little more than 11 minutes to run. Germany 1, Belgium 2, the score shining out from the giant scoreboard behind Belgium's goal.
Yeah, Belgium have gone to a back 4. They were playing a back 3 earlier on during the game when they're going forwards, but must be looking for a little bit more security.
Decker didn't take it down cleanly. Problems here for Germany. Jacobi's been a tower of strength in their net. No chance with the goals that have fizzed past him, but he's made some stellar saves along the way.
He has indeed, but at that moment Cedric Charlie, I think, was just a little bit greedy. He needed to make Jacobi change his position.
John Wright had a long look, but was happy with the challenge in the end. Just asking the umpire whether the Belgian might have received a card for that. I think the Belgian player thought that Foerster had already taken the free hit.
Yeah, it is so difficult to tell because the rule says the ball must be checked. The pace of the ball must be checked before the self-pass is taken. But if the ball doesn't become stationary and the player touches it with his stick, has the free hit started?
Good work there by Doman. Sets Belgium rolling forward down the left-hand side again. We're into the last 10 minutes now. Well, this game, remember, started with the Belgian team singing an a cappella version of the national anthem. And they've been playing in a very different way to choir boys since that moment. It's been a powerful, mature performance from them. And still further tests lie ahead here.
Down below us, the Germans coming off to do their rotations from the subs bench. Look absolutely exhausted. They're putting everything they can into this game to try and affect the outcome. They need to get a goal back soon though if they're going to get all 3 points.
Well, good determination there from Xavier Reckinger, back on the field after that brief sin binning.
And obviously feeling fresh if he can run from left back to right wing to deliver the shot.
Indeed, I'm not sure he's noted though for his attacking and free scoring. He needs to be back defending here. Well, it's not the sort of game you expect on the opening day of a championship, I'm sure, when you're the reigning champions and the Olympic champions as well. But, well, I suppose when you do bring those 2 titles to the table, you can expect your opponents to lift their game. And we've been aware for some time now that Belgian hockey was in the ascendancy, and they've certainly turned it on here. Just how far can they go, and can they hang on to this precious lead? Showing no real signs of fatigue here. Lovely ball. Chance here. Jacobi again. Shot comes in, kept out by Watts. Well, it's a penalty corner. Jacobi wants a word with the umpire.
Oh, he's calling a video referral. They have still got one. Or rather, they're just stopping time to move the goal. Maybe his shoulder came into contact with the goal and just knocked it out of alignment. Well, time has been stopped, so the 45-second counter isn't as relevant until John White restarts play.
There's Nicholas Jacobi, who's worked up something of a lather of sweat, I would imagine, in this game.
Once again, Belgium are going to be disappointed to find they don't have Tom Boone on top of the circle.
That time, one of the other options stepped up here. Good there to push the ball out. Leipart goes low, and there's a scramble there in front of the German net, which results in a defensive hit. Poor ball played out of the German defence, and Belgium back in possession.
Well, the one thing you would never assume you would see the Germans do is forcing the play, and that's exactly what they've done on that counter-attack. Played into centre midfield and then tried to play a hopeful 40-yard ball down the pitch. Belgium able to intercept with ease, regain possession and just start to think about how they run this clock down. What areas of the pitch are they going to run the ball into?
Well, the crowd again lifting the volume up here with 6.5 minutes left on the clock. And time for you to tell me, Simon, who your man of the match is going to be. Although there still could be further twists and turns. I won't commit you to it, but how do you see it at the moment?
Well, at this moment in time, I think if you could, you'd probably like to credit Mark Lammers with some sort of man of the match based on how he's got this team playing as a unit. But there is one man that you'd have to pin your hat on at this moment in time. He's had the greatest influence, and that's Tom Boone with his corners.
Yes, I think anyone could really argue with that, but there's been some terrific performances on both sides. A standout game of hockey in anyone's book.
At the end of this, you will see both teams absolutely on their knees physically. They've left nothing in the locker, and this is the sort of thing you see in a final. This is the sort of thing you see at the end of a tournament when teams have got nothing to lose. They're just going flat out to try and get that top of the podium spot. And it was game one, day one.
Not good.
Well, such is the strength of hockey in Europe that we can produce these games in what, yes, day one of the group stage. Extraordinary stuff. Heine, we approach the last 5 minutes now. Well, that was on the way up, so a painful blow there for Van Doorn. Ankle hurt, but only after another 4 minutes and 50 seconds when the enormity of the occasion finally dawns on this Belgian team. They've still got some defending to be done here, though, if they're going to record this famous victory. Grambusch. Good defending there by Doman. He did the work and now putting in the hard yards, sprinting down. Look at Doman go here. He won't catch that one, mind you. But there'd be a Belgian whippet to keep that one in play.
Indeed, the crowd were willing him on. There was no way he was going to check out of that sprint until he knew that the ball was completely unrecoverable.
That was a little bit loose there. Doman again, he still looks full of running. You wouldn't think these are the last 5 minutes, looks more like the first 5. Pure adrenaline.
Oh, it is indeed. It's amazing how fast the recovery time is when it is pure adrenaline. These guys will sprint and they'll come back and then they'll go again. And in 3 minutes and 45 seconds, they'll realise that they have run out of any kind of energy.
And let's make no mistake, but a lesser team than Germany would have been dead and buried by now. But we know too much about this German team to think this result's nailed on just yet. Germany coming forward again. Where do they find the inner strength and determination to keep driving forward?
Well,
never know when they're beaten.
Indeed, but when you've won the world and Olympic titles they've won, that gives you a belief. They know that just one moment might take 2 or 3 seconds, get a penalty corner and deliver something special.
Belgium just getting a little bit casual with some of their clearances here. Nerves starting now to become exposed. Free hit for Germany again, just cranking up the pressure on this Belgian defence. A real test now of their characters. Need to get the ball clear. No one up front now for Belgium. Everyone back deep in their own half of the field. That's a poor pass. House was normally more accurate than that. Took a deflection along the way, but it was not what Germany required.
Belgium still need to step out. They have got an 11-man defence, but they have to step forwards.
Free hit. I thought for a moment the whistle hadn't gone.
Oh, you and me both. I thought that had a upright reverse stick volley written all over it.
He did indeed. And that could have finished Belgium's hopes once and for all here. 2 minutes to go now. This is a risky strategy by the Belgians trying to absorb all this German pressure. They need to find some possession again. That's what got them into the situation they're in now. All Germany. Ball bouncing around, the keeper comes, it's kick clear, but Jeff Conn signalling the penalty corner.
Belgium immediately gone to video. The whole defence has gone across.
Well, that would suggest to me that they know what has happened here, and it's a different opinion to Jeff Conn. We'll try and listen into the question as best we can.
Yes, go ahead, Jeff.
I gave the penalty for defenders. Belgium's foot here in the circle, just at the back of the group that's playing the cross. Can you take it up for me?
Okay, I'll have a look.
The ball's been fired in. You can only believe that it's a Belgian foot that it's been given off.
Yeah, he's given it there.
I think that bobble's between Gunnar's legs. I'm not sure that touches anything.
No, I would say on that view, you're absolutely right there. Colin Hutchinson will have a look.
Yeah, it's bottom of the stick head there that changes the angle of the ball, which is why Jeff Conn might have given it.
Okay, that's great, thanks. Jeff, I have a decision for you. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Jeff, I have a decision for you. There is no foot.
Okay, restart with a bully?
Restart with bully.
Well, you can hear what the crowd think about it, and you can imagine what Marcus Weiss thinks about it, but fair man that he is, Weiss will look at their replay later on, and no doubt concur there with Colin Hutchinson's view. So the game will restart with a bully. Morris Versa just quarrying where the bully should be taken from. Belgium get the ball clear. Thomas Briel's giving chase. Hayner's got it under control, but closed down there by an aggressive-looking Thomas Briel. Free it again in favour of Germany. Förster, they won't give this one up until the final whistle has sounded. Just about a minute now left in this one. Germany 1, Belgium 2. That's the scoreline we had at half-time. Long corner at the decision this time. Seconds ticking not quickly enough for the Belgian supporters here. Hayner. Quickly closed down by Briel, stopping him playing a long ball into the circle. Fired towards the top of the circle. Belgium want a free hit. Belgium have got a free hit, and they need to take a little bit of time here. Listen to the crowd now. They're on their feet, roaring their approval. Well, it was so important to the organisers that their two home teams, the men and the women of Belgium, didn't fluff their lines, and they've delivered on promise. An outstanding day for Belgian hockey, and in many ways an outstanding day for European hockey as well. The quality of that game had to be seen to be believed. But Belgium have won an important scalp here. They've defeated the reigning European champions in this early group stage. by 2 goals to 1. Don't write the Germans off yet, though. There's more to come from them. Just how much more can there be to come for this stellar Belgian outfit? Tom Bone, the hero with his 2 goals, but really it was a team of heroes today. An outstanding performance by Belgium, cheered to the rafters by one of the loudest hockey crowds I can ever remember. And how about that for a view? Well, I don't think any of those spectators are going to be rushing home tonight. What a performance and what a scene here in Bone. I'm not sure this little outpost has ever seen scenes quite like these. Mark Lammers are overjoyed by that result. And let's hope they all come back and continue to cheer these Belgian teams on throughout this week of hockey here. Outstanding, absolutely outstanding. It takes 2 to tango, and Germany played a full part, as did the 2 umpires, who I thought had excellent games. First coming away, he might not necessarily agree with everything I've just said there, but he's a good sportsman. But it'll be hurting. Belgium set off on a well-deserved lap of honour. The final scoreline still illuminated up on the scoreline. Germany 1, Belgium 2. What a story. And it's only the opening chapter, remember. Well, it'd be nice to think that the young prince had enjoyed his night out here. A late one for him. Frankie Leistra there, another former Dutch international player, now in charge of the Belgian goalkeeping coaching. There's the story of the game. 10 penalty corners for Belgium. The first 2 were the ones that inflicted the damage, though. Tom Bone showing some real composure there and real power as well. More to come from him, no doubt. A wonderful game of hockey and a wonderful way to bring down the curtain on day 1. There's a proud and happy man.
Yeah, with these finishes, we recover really quick and we take the next one. Still, we can celebrate half an hour and we can enjoy. Yeah, and we have fun because we need the fun for the next game. Yeah, but we are serious and then next game is against Czechia. So we recover really well, but enjoy this evening. Yes? Come on, guys.
Well, thank you, Mark, for delivering that talk in English. Great, a country that talks in Dutch, Flemish and French, and the coach talked to his team in English. Very cooperative. Kaiser there taking on some energy drinks. At least I assume that's what it is. And Mark Lammers, I think, in his chat there, used the word fun. And let's remember, this is a sport and it has to be fun. And when you're enjoying life, you can turn on the sort of performances we saw from that Belgian team today. And in front of this sort of crowd, what is there not to enjoy? Well, they used to say about hockey that you could never turn it into a spectator sport, but no one's told getting on for 8,000 crazy, noisy Belgians hear that. They would certainly give a lie to that old adage. A wonderful advert for hockey and a wonderful game of hockey.